Hello, good evening, or whenever you come across this, and welcome to the Daily Oracle Pull. So, today we're going to be getting cards from the Sacred Rebel Oracle, and that one's by Alana Fairchild. We're going to get a Daily Crystal Inspiration by Heather Askenazi. We're going to get a card from your Messages from Your Angels, and that's by Doreen Virtue, PhD. And lastly, we'll get a card from Super Attractor by Gabrielle Bernstein. All right, let's get a prayer over these cards and then we'll do it to it. Great Spirit, thank you so much for guiding me every breath, every step of my life. Thank you for such a beautiful day. Please help me to clearly see the symbolism and messages that you put before us today to speak as a vessel for our best and highest good. Please draw anyone into this message that it might help them so they can use this as a tool to walk into their life for their best and highest good. Protect anyone who comes across this, covering them in pentacles of light. Please help me speak clearly and slowly and say all the things that need to be said. What do we need to know? What do we need to know on this day, the collective energy? Our best and highest good. Thank you so much. All right. We're starting off with the Sacred Rebel Oracle for the main energy of the day. So let's shuffle it up. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day. It's been nice. I've had this day off and it's been really nice. All right, what do we need to know? Our best and highest good for the path forward. What symbolism could we view to help us move in the world to be our most authentic, beautiful self? All right, for our best and highest good. What do we need to know today? What do we need to know today, Spirit? What do we need to know today? For our best and highest good. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's two of them. Hey, we recently got this one. Hey, oh, awesome. 11 energy and 7 energy. I'm going to check out what's on the bottom of the deck. Oh, yeah. And then 20, unity. Well, coming together, right? Okie doke. So, first card out, seeing the true you. 29. All right. So, first we have this lovely woman, and she's laying sprawled out, I imagine, on this green couch that is floating on this pond. And there's lily pads surrounding her. She's got her hand just lazily drooped into the water. She's making circles. She's making ripples with her hand. But it's like they've slowed down. You can really only see like a little bit over here of the ripple. It's real still over here. Here we go. Here's that card. And she's genuinely looking at her own reflection. She's taking it in. She doesn't appear overjoyed or sad. It's just to the truth of a situation, really seeing through and through, letting the thoughts come in and flow out, gathering the information from what it is that we find, what we're seeing inside, and taking our time to do that, like really just relaxing into it and truly seeing who you are. So with this red hair that she has here, it's that, as ever, that connection to spirit, but it's also this inspired sense. Also, there's some pretty fascinating stuff you can read about redheaded and blue-eyed rulers and leaders of the world in angelic and very connected ways. So you have this power inside of you, and you are beginning to see it, and it's beginning to channel through you from your oversoul, from a higher space, a higher realm, and come through you. You're preparing for the lessons that are coming ahead. You're very spiritual. I don't know if you know, but we we all have this, soul animating us, and every breath we are breathing in spiritus, spirit, God, that divine spark inside of us. It's animating us. It's a huge part of us. And that's a big part of breathing techniques and meditation and prayer. And that is something that I'm feeling like we should be called more to partake in. I might have mentioned this last time that I was talking about this whole breath thing. I kind of get really excited about it. But Wim Hof and some breathing techniques that like heighten our ability to see to the core of something and to release the baggage, release the things that don't need to stay, release that which no longer serves. So you are being able to view right into the center of something. And you also have this periphery, this knowing of these jumping pads that are going to be headed in the future once you do that work. And this is it's a life process, right? It's one step at a time. Some of those steps are forward, some of those steps are back, but we just remain in the moment, center ourselves, and breathe. And it becomes more clear, become more in alignment with all of the energy centers of our body, which are in alignment with that oversoul energy, that God energy, that divine spark energy. Because you have a lot of creativity, and grounding will be very important for you, but also being very informed by your emotions as she's looking into this pond here. Hey, did you know that they call them looking ponds? Because that's how they would see the stars. Isn't that interesting? The looking pond. When I think of like watchers and the thousands of generations that have come before us, and how early civilizations have had a unique understanding of astrology and the movement of the stars and the ability to predict eclipses. Oh my gosh, we've got a really big eclipse coming here soon this year. And it's actually coming right through my town. It's exciting. But yeah, this looking pond, the ability to see the reflection of the stars very clearly. Then you don't have to have your head crooked up like this. You can look in the looking pond, right? But it's a reflection. And that is what you're seeing reflected in front of you. What is God's plan? And where are you being led next? What is this inspiration? And you find it through genuinely seeing the true you, that know thyself energy. Also, in the arm of this chair, it's got this swirled pattern going on, and that's another like ancient Celtic and Welsh bit of symbolism that it stands for life. It stands for, especially when I think it's called the Triskelion, but just the swirls in general. They're all over. They're even in like ancient rocks, and they're like etched into rocks. And it's about this life that we live, this space where we are, and how everything is connected. And you're seeing that, especially when you're grounding into this heart space energy, because the overwhelming color of this card is green. And that is heart space energy, green and pink. So coming to a more fluid understanding of where you reside as your heart, it as these ripples in this looking pond, they grow wider and wider out. It is like your heart expanding out and feeling that sense of self-love for who you are, and also a sense of more of a growing ease for the parts of ourselves that we don't like to see, the parts of ourselves that we just have trouble liking. And this is about looking directly into those and coming to a space where we grow to love even those parts, the parts that we possibly loathe or hate, right? Really strong words to use. But even through all of that, you still remain calm and you view it truthfully through your lens of perception. Because then once you see, you know, as I was talking about in the periphery, you see these jumping pads, these lily pads here, more lessons to come. I love that there's that teacup, which is white and it's purple. And it's an empty teacup and it's on a lily. It's like a tri lily pad, or it's like 3 lily pads in a clump up there. Today for 21, right? 3. More of that swirling energy too, vortex energy, life energy. This teacup that's empty, that is ready to be filled. It's so much more to come in the future here, and it's gonna have to do with you understanding the vaster sense of who you are in a less physical way. And that doesn't mean you don't understand yourself still in a physical way, but the spiritual way is what's expanding inside of you, possibly even connecting with your spirit guides, maybe on a first name, sort of like every sort of day talking kind of friendship way, or maybe with guides in your dreams. Or it could also be I'm feeling like this embracing energy of soul family and soul tribe coming together. Because this 7 energy in the next card from 34, in the world, not of the world. Look at all those fishes that are swimming around her. More red hair, and this time it's longer, and it also has pearl energy in it. All these pearls of wisdom that is, you know, it's like soaking up into your scalp, into your noggin, into your skull, into your brain, into your pineal gland, to the center of your brain. And in a dance, like an expressive form. It's a coming to self-love through this greater picture of this vast soul that's contained inside of you. It's a dance with spirit and yourself. It's a dance in co-creation. It's a dropping away of body shaming yourself and coming to terms or self-love with another sense of the things that we hate or loathe about ourselves in a physical way as well, which, you know, opens up more room for that light to shine through and that great connection to burst forth. And then this back and forth, the giving and the receiving, because every thought we have, it has an energetic signature, and we're broadcasting it out, and at the same time we're also receiving it back in. So when we drop away the self-hatred of ourselves and others, and, you know, constraints of society and the world, and we dance with this emotion, and hey, you know, just into Pisces season too, even though we're still in the cusp of sensitivity, look at all these fish dancing around you. And all of these beautiful pearls of wisdoms just soaking into you, all of you. And I'd like to point out also that she is dancing in nature. I'm always coming back to that grounding energy because I find it to be so beautiful, and it's really helped me along my own growth. I'm really grateful that my dad was an outdoorsman, and he always encouraged that. And I'm so thankful that we got to spend a lot of time camping. And also, since I was born on Earth Day, I always I felt really like that is so cool. So I was drawn and I was like pulled to that energy anyways. So in my experience, when I've spent time outside, I find it to be utterly enriching. And it gives you a sense of this vastness in the world, and also this intent, like this insane, beautiful design by the creator. You know, nature is so mind-blowingly smart. They already have it figured out. It's so amazing. So, okay, with this emotion and this dance of life inside of yourself, being out in nature, grounding, it's going to heighten that third that third eye chakra for you. Do you see how on her forehead right there, it's the sun shining through at the exact spot where her third eye resides? That intuition, that opening up, that being in alignment with the sun and the moon, and then also all of the elements therein. I'm also saying, I'm also feeling compelled to say, dance. Maybe just dance in your apartment or your house or your backyard, in nature, wherever it is. Maybe do some dancing in water. What's that called? It's so cool when everyone dances together. I can't remember what it's called. My sister and I used to pretend, and we used to do that all the time. But dance, an expression of your body. And then I'm feeling this other translation coming through, like yoga, stretching. There's so many asanas and different mudras that we can use that run through the different meridians in our body. This morning I did a really, really big stretch on my back, and for the next 2 minutes, something happened. I was lightheaded. I ended up having to sit down, but I don't know, it added to the beauty of my day. I even found myself dancing a bit today, and maybe you might find some space or time for that too, because this movement of our body is sacred. And our bodies, they really are our temples. And you can do it like you feel it. Steve-O has some pretty interesting things to say about our bodies, and it always makes me laugh. And we should all do it like we feel it, to an extent. I love that saying so much, but there is a point in time where sometimes doing it not like we feel it, and finding the discipline and the time to do the things that we dislike to do. But hey, even if you're going to do that, that means you're doing it like you feel it, even if you hate every second of it, like cold showers and stuff like that, right? But be in the flow with this energy and be open with all of your senses, because this teacup is being filled with spirit, because you are in the world, but not of the world. And these unique gifts that you have, they're being enhanced, they're growing, and they're working through you. And, I thank you for it. And I feel like it's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing that we could all have so much in common, that we could be pack animals and have so many similarities, but like a snowflake or the molecule of water, each one is so different when you have different thoughts and energies that are being placed into them. You're the only one who sees like you, and you're the only one who has your specific gifts. All right, so lastly, this 20 energy here. 1 to the 2. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Do we see how her breath is creating more swirling patterns? And it is like the Holy Spirit being breathed out and breathed in and out. It is an awe and reverence that's going on here that brings tears to our eyes. It's also a connection here with your third eye, with that lotus opening up on top, your 7th chakra up here, then in conjunction with this, it's like Taurus energy, Taurus, which actually that does have significant ties to Taurians, but like a giant donut that has these diamonds on it. It's almost like a revolving, some even say that that's the shape of the earth or the universe, right? And our energy bodies as well. I've read a bit about that. It's pretty fascinating. But this is it's like an undulating pattern, more pearls of wisdom shrouding your head. It's like and then also around your neck. Look at everything that you've come through. This is making me feel a deep sensitivity inside. It's almost like the weight of these pearls, the weight of all that you can witness and see that is, heartbreaking in the world. It's with you. It's also, it's making me feel that a lot of the hardships that we've gone through, sometimes they weigh on us so heavy. Though they bring pearls of wisdom, they can be really difficult things to go through, huge challenges in our life. Challenges are opportunities, and sometimes it doesn't feel that way. It takes the time to breathe through it softly, softly, the tender touch. This tender touch that you have, it's about this real sensitivity. Even it could be that when you touch something that you possibly get feelings or ideas, or you see pictures, or you like have clear audience going on, that's a part of your sensitivity. I just got so lightheaded when I said that. But it is this opening lotus. It's about the balance therein, to see the light and the dark and find that balance, and how these pearls are then, they're gathered into our being, into our essence, and then how it blooms through us, that same broadcasting and receiving energy through this lotus energy out of the top of your head, and then how it adds to everything else around. It is that human biotexture, the whole biofield that's around us, our aura, and how it vibrates out in the earth. So, I think I'm gonna go into reading In the World, Not of the World. But I want you to know that whatever sadness that you're bearing witness to, that is sometimes could be overwhelming, sit and breathe and be with it, and take a moment to breathe it out. You're the one that will know when it's time to open your eyes and place focus on something new. It doesn't mean that we're forsaking what it is that we were just learning. It's like coming up for air out of rabbit holes. The sensitivity is a beautiful thing. While we are in the world but not of the world, it's important that we still be here, and we choose to be here. We do bring these specific gifts and these journeys into the world, and the sensitivity that you have, it is a true gift, even when it feels like way too much to bear. I once read that to be a Pisces was like walking through the world without skin, that you could feel even just like the breeze would be so intense for you to feel it. And I don't know, it helps me understand that in a different way. I have some really important Pisces in my life too, and they are like beautifully sensitive, and sometimes it just feels like a torrent of emotion, and it feels like too much. And I can relate to that because I have a lot of sensitivity too, and I have felt like I have been received as too much in a lot of ways. But as we walk through this world, we learn compassion for ourselves, for the vast capacity to hold those emotions. And also sometimes we learn when we want to direct them in different ways. And other times we just take a beat, we take a pause so that we can spend that time in a space just with spirit, and so that we have the time to gather ourselves and understand better, and to really see the true us. All right. So I'm going in for this middle one, in the world, not of the world. Let's read about it. 34. It is safe for you to become naked with life. This doesn't necessarily mean stripping off and running wild in public. It does mean stripping back your beliefs, strongholds, and mental or emotional security blankets so that you can live with less obstruction than ever before. Imagine the conditioning that has kept life away from you, just kept it dropping out of your hands like keys, coins, or clocks. Conditioned beliefs about money, time, security, having, locking away, holding, and controlling can be surrendered and allowed to fall away. What would it be like to feel as though you were on holiday every day? Perhaps there would be a softening in your way with life, an implicit trust in its flow, and a faith in the ability of time to bend and stretch as needed so that all may be accomplished. It is at an advanced stage of our spiritual relationship with life that we are able to feel held within it sufficiently enough to surrender our defenses layer by layer and to nakedly accept what is. This oracle comes as a message to you. Sometimes we need our defenses. At other times, it is clear we are outgrowing them. There is something that you have outgrown. It has to do with your ideas about productivity, time, control, and money. It has to do with abundance, trust, and living with the fundamental belief that everything is going to turn out okay. You are ready to be much more vulnerable and exposed in life. You don't have to hide behind being organized, perfect, in control, or financially secure and stable. Nor do you need any other acceptable social face. It is time for you to loosen the strings of your own controlling nature. They are too tight and too restrictive for you anyway. You were born to live in a much freer way. When you live as you innately are, rather than how you have been conditioned to be, you will experience greater joy, freedom, and support. When you are not resisting yourself or resisting life, there is less resisting what you need as it comes to you. If you have also, no, okay, we didn't draw that one. So likewise, you are being stripped of internal beliefs that are failing you, perhaps externally as well. Whether this seems to be your choice or not, make no mistake. It is your own spirit in cahoots with the loving spirit of life that has brought this situation about. So you are being guided to trust. If you have also drawn the Trust Yourself Oracle, which we have not. So let's go to the healing process. Imagine you are running naked into a sea, ocean, river, or waterfall. Be cleansed. Feel it happening. Be with it and enjoy the sensation of it. Feel freed of any weight that you no longer need, be it physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. Let it go on all levels. When you are ready, just open your eyes and rest for a few moments before going back into your day or evening. You have completed your healing process. That's beautiful. I really hope that this could help you. You are beautiful just as you are, and that doesn't mean that there isn't plenty of room for growth. But there's also plenty of room to release, those hardships, those really, that 4-letter hate word, man. There is certainly room for that. All right, let's see what angel might like to work with us to help us embrace this changing and this dancing and this co-creating with the universe. And also dealing with that real sensitivity when we come across things in the world that just seem unbearable. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit. What angel would like to work with us through these energies? Who could we look to in these times where sensitivity and emotion just takes over? One more shuffle. All right. Which angel for our best advice could we work with to help us through these processes and stages in our life? Whoa, that was way too many. I'm taking this one that's down here. Hey, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I'm going to look at the bottom one too. Awesome. Okay, Seraphina, Angel Seraphina. Pink heart space energy. Ooh, galactic opening energy. Almost looks like that stairwell is like a moth energy too. Or a doorway of sorts. I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. Ooh, this could be well, it could just be honestly brand new life. It could be a new child that's being born. But my immediate thought was a new creative endeavor that's like being born inside of you. It's just at the beginning stages, and it's starting to show light and hope, and it's like it's a new energy that's forming and flowing inside of you. The cosmic womb, no matter your sex. Wow. Yeah. Divinely guided too. Like all of this crystalline energy. I am the angel of families. It's also given me a sense of coming together with our soul families, and also a better understanding of what it is inside of our biological families as well. Um, our parents are on a path too, and we're all human, even if we're not of this world. And we're all, on a different timeline, even while we're, converged here in this now moment. And our parents are learning lessons too. And so are our siblings and our aunts and our uncles and our grandparents. My grandpa, he was really prejudiced. And even still, I loved him so much. There was a lot about his mind frames that I could never get on board with. And I still admired him so deeply. He really stood for what he believed in, no matter how much I felt that it was wrong, right? And he had such a great sense of love inside of him. Sometimes this coming to understanding about the people who we come from in a biological way takes place. And it can help us drop away wounding that we've gone through. So look to the angel Seraphina to help you with this family energy, and also this growth of new life inside of you, these new ideas that are coming to you, and also the grace and space to forgive ourselves and our family for the different hardships that we've gone through. Most of the time, our family really genuinely, in their deepest emotions, they want the best for us. And sometimes when they say things about the way we look physically or the way we think, it cuts so deep to us, and we take those with us, especially when it happens in those really younger core building ages. And a lot of times we don't even know what that was, but we still take it with us. And let's even when that happened to our parents are even younger, and they're still so young too, and they try and protect you from society, and society changes. I mean, society's in chaos right now, right? And thank God for it, even though sometimes it doesn't feel so nice, but there's a lot of beauty and change that comes out of chaos, and we are certainly at this precipice of change right now. And so are you inside. It's, what's happening outside of us on a grand social scale is because of all the changing that's happening inside of all of us right now too, in this age of Aquarius. And then we have Angel Isabella. Look to Angel Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. Oh my gosh. Totally in conjunction with Seraphina here. So heart space energy from Seraphina, and this wisdom oversoul energy from Isabella. Man, her wings look like you. Oh, look, doves of peace. A sliver of moon. Almost looks like the edge of a harp back here. Oh, I don't think it is though. Oh my gosh, it's like the pillars in the High Priestess. Maybe just one pillar. We've got this monkey energy too. A monkey holding a rose. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. A vial down below. Yeah, man, that pronoia energy. Knowing that everything is working out for our best and highest good. Just knowing that universe has a plan. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture, this new growth, this new idea that's budding inside of you. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. Be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of the way you speak to yourself. Be aware of the way you speak to others in your head. I'm always aiming to find my higher soul as the loudest voice in my head. I think Isabella can help us with that and help bring that peace of mind, that tranquility to genuinely look and see the truth inside of us, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and come to a space and just be like, you know what? I love myself for all of that. And I'm a work in progress. And thank you for helping me, Isabella, and Spirit and God. Wow. Okay. What crystal energy could we work with today to help us through these changes, this new idea that's coming through as we see clearly? Please and thank you for our best and highest good. I don't know if you heard that. My belly was just grumbling. For our best and highest good. Please and thank you. What crystal would like to work with us today to help us with this energy? To truly see, to know that everything's working out better than we could have imagined. Lepidolite, recall your dreams. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I had an amazing dream last night. It was so fun. Whoa, look at this. Oh, hey. Right here. Here's a bit of lepidolite. Is it better when I go like that? It's really delicate. It just, I could push my fingernail into it and break it, right? It would just break right off. I love the way it catches the light, though. Okay, recall your dreams. Okay, so I'm feeling this in a the first way I'm feeling this is not a sleeping sort of a dream. It's a waking sort of a dream, which, you know, does become enhanced in our sleeping space. But recalling what your dreams are, what did you want to be when you grew up, right? Why did you want those things? What could it teach you now? Why have those things possibly changed? And what could that teach you now? The recalling of dreams, ideas, waking dreams and sleeping dreams. Now, on the sleeping side of things, recalling our sleeping dreams, being led in an astral way, and also more in control of our astral travels by being able to recall real time in our dreams, real time. Okay, let's see what the book has to say. Ooh, I think I like that setup better. It catches the light. Okay, let's see what this has to say, and then we're going to look and see if there's some lepidolite in the Book of Stones, who they are and what they teach us. Okay, L. Oh, L-E. Lepidolite, recall your dreams. Discover a new dimension of yourself by tapping into the power of the invisible dream world. There is so much information accessible to you within the symbols and storylines of your dreams. They offer a deeper method of understanding and self-reflection, a way to expand beyond the physical realm and learn from your subconscious mind. Start by asking yourself a question before you go to bed and see if you can work out the answer in your dreams. Oh, well, when you wake, write down all the details you can recall. Making this a regular practice will allow you to access the subconscious information about yourself. There's also some really fascinating things you can read about dream interpretation through alchemy, the days of the week, the times that you dream them, and how each day is going to line up with a different planetary energy, how each hour lines up with a different planetary energy, and keeping a journal, like you'll have a section for Monday, you'll have a section for Tuesday, a section for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and so on. And instead of just like writing down, you know, from front to back your dreams, you write down the dreams that you had only on Monday, and then finding the synchronicities within the days of your dreams. It's pretty juicy. Actually, I narrated a book about, I don't know which one. I narrated a couple books about alchemy, but in one of the books, it talked about that, and it just opened up my mind to a whole new way to look into dreams. So core questions. What was my last vivid dream? What happened after a dream that felt like it had a message? And what messages can I uncover from my dream state? Your crystal action. Affirm saying, I am enlightened by messages from my dream self. Next time you wake up, recall your dreams in a journal as soon as you can. Boom. All right, let's see if we got anything in the Book of Stones by Robert Simmons and Naisha Anassian. Lepidolite. LEP A286. All righty. Lepidolite. Keywords: emotional healing and balance, purification, serenity, relaxation, and stress relief. The element is water. You Pisces out there? Pisces season, what? Chakras, all, especially the heart and the third eye. Sweet, those were the main energies that came out today. The heart and the third eye. Okay, so lepidolite is a potassium, lithium, aluminum silicate with a hardness of 2.5 to 3. Its crystal system is monoclinic. It crystallizes in cleavable masses, scaly aggregates, and in tabular hexagonal crystals. Lepidolite often occurs in association with other lithium-bearing minerals, such as tourmaline and spodumene, Spodumene. I never heard that one. Color is most often pink, purplish, or lavender, although lepidolite can also be grayish, white, or even colorless. Whoa. Good deposits of lepidolite have been found in Africa, Brazil, Greenland, and the USA. In the United States, the best lepidolite localities are Auburn, Maine, and San Diego County, California. One of the newest and most preferred types of lepidolite for metaphysical use is lilac lepidolite from Africa. Woo-woo! All right, so lepidolite is most effective in calming frayed nerves, helping one to release stress and worry, and setting one on the path of willing acceptance. It is at its best when life is at its most challenging. When one is faced with angry people, financial woes, loss of job or relationship, or the need to make major changes in a short span of time. Lepidolite not only brings calm to stormy emotional seas, but it also provides an energy of enlightened awareness that keeps one on the beam, so one can handle the situation in the highest way, preserving one's integrity and well-being. Lepidolite is a stone of serenity, and this trait extends in many directions. It encourages one to respond to hostility without putting up defenses, to find the path of harmonious action, and to see problems as opportunities to learn. It enhances physical grace and can be of great help to self-conscious dancers. Dancers, woo! Hey, that's awesome, man. It lends effortless eloquence to one's speech and teaches one to listen to others with compassionate, patient attention. It encourages the eyes to see beauty, even in tarnished surroundings. If one is depressed, it allows for the willing descent into the grief beneath the depression, and the understanding that most of the suffering was not in the grief, but in one's resistance to feeling it. Whoa. That hit hard. One can take a lepidolite bath, placing one or more stones in a warm tub, lighting a candle, and allowing the soft energies of the stone to permeate one's energy field. This is one of the most effective ways to receive lepidolite's calming influence. Lepidolite is a high lithium stone and is very useful in balancing one's emotional body and calming the mind. It activates the heart chakra, releasing an expansive, loving energy through the auric field. Lepidolite is deeply relaxing and is one of the most powerful stones for countering stress, worry, fear, grief, and other traumatic emotional frequency. Lepidolite is the cardinal stop and smell the roses stone. It ends the what ifs of the egoic mind and replaces them with a Zen-like quality of consciousness that simply experiences and appreciates present moment reality. It brings an energetic sigh of relief to the aura, allowing one to let go of concerns, relax, release, and enjoy the gifts of life and consciousness. Lepidolite assists one in perceiving and releasing past emotional trauma, which one may still be unconsciously holding. It prevents one from using such a trauma as a badge of honor or a secret source of pride. Boom, boom, boom. It helps one disengage one's sense of identity from the experiences one has had in the past, and instead encourages one to identify solely with the presence of the Creator and the present moment. It can help those who continually attract crises in their lives to recognize their role in those creations and stop identifying themselves as victims. Spiritually, lepidolite encourages release of identification with the ego and acceptance of the present moment as a dwelling place for the soul. Emotionally, lepidolite assists one in finding a strong emotional center, unaffected by the dramas and events of one's external experience. It helps balance the emotions and prevents extreme emotional shifts. It is an excellent stone for those with excessive worry or fear, or Pisces. Physically, lepidolite is an excellent support stone for many types of mental and emotional imbalances. It can energetically curb hyperactivity and or attention deficit disorder. It is an excellent stone for sleep disorders, including insomnia due to stress or worry, or nightmares. Affirmation. I move through all of life's joys and sorrows, triumphs and traumas with serenity and grace. Thank you. Man, thank you so much. That was beautiful. So we now come to the last card of the day. Super attractor. What are we attracting? And what is the last message that might help us through these energies that came out today? So much self-healing going on. So much awareness. All right. Last message of the day. Please and thank you for our best and highest good. What do we need to know, Spirit? Last message of the day. Thank you so much. All right. What do we get? Oh, no, not quite. Last message of the day. What do we need to know? Super attractor energy. This growing creativity. Boom. Directing my focus onto what's thriving creates more of what I want. Oh my gosh. That red creative bursting energy, reds into the pinks, into the magentas, the grounding all the way up through our heart chakra, finding alignment inside, directing my focus into what's thriving creates more of what I want. I don't really think I need to say much more. What seeds are we planting? Where are we focusing? I love you so much. Thank you for adding your energy into this and helping all of these cards to fall out in this specific way so that we could analyze and symbologize them and listen to spirit and open our hearts together. I love you so much. I thank you so much. And I thank you so much to my friends and my family. I thank you so much to YouTube and StreamYard. And above all, with great reverence, I thank you so much to Creator and to all of the spirits and all of our angels guiding us every moment of every day and night. All right, y'alls. Take care of yourself, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah. Thank you so much.